Hello, I'm Ayiana Andrella, Army ROTC Cadet Summer Training Intern from Ohio University.
And I'm Lucia Lubanovich, Army ROTC Cadet Summer Training Intern from The Ohio State University. And we spoke with 3 cadets on Fort Knox, Kentucky this summer who are pursuing both a graduate degree and a path towards becoming a second lieutenant in the Army.
Each of them is juggling a master's program with ROTC commitments, and their stories offer a unique look at how they're balancing these dual pursuits.
So let's start with Cadet Logan Kreutzberger. He's pursuing a master's degree in environmental engineering at Montana State University. He's passionate about the outdoors, having grown up fishing in Pennsylvania. That was a really big passion of his. His goal is to work on engineering projects related to waterways, ensuring future generations can enjoy kind of the same experience that he had growing up.
Cadet Kreutzberger's decision to join the Army was heavily influenced by his family, especially his older brother who graduated from West Point. He's clearly driven by a sense of duty and desire to follow in his brother's footsteps while forging his own path. Balancing ROTC with a master's program presents unique challenges for him, especially with a tight schedule and overlapping classes.
I think I have a couple advantages as well as disadvantages. My advantages are, coming in, I already understand how college works. So I have that background of, how I need to manage my time. I like to think I'm a little more mature than I was when I first started college, but I guess others would disagree. At the same time, I have a pretty strict schedule, and that's been difficult to balance, doing master's classes that often only have one slot available and that can often overlap with ROTC classes, and trying to find ways to get to certain areas quicker or just schedule classes where there's no conflicts.
And it's interesting to see how Kreutzberger has embraced the challenge. His favorite part of basic camp was actually the camaraderie and bonding with fellow cadets. Despite the rigorous training, he values the friendships and the lessons and competence that he's gained.
Moving on to Cadet Taliah Moore. She's studying biomedical sciences with a focus on applied biotechnology at the University of South Carolina. Her journey into ROTC came during her master's program, a decision partly driven by her parents' legacy in the Army. Cadet Moore's parents were both in the Army, and their example inspired her to follow a similar path.
What's fascinating about Cadet Moore's story is her transition from being kind of spontaneous in her daily actions to becoming more calculated in her approach, thanks to her ROTC experiences. She actually shared with us that it wasn't until 4 days before basic camp that she was accepted in and decided to come.
The undergrad that I went to, I wasn't aware that I could do ROTC there and just have a sister school. And so getting my master's, I saw an opportunity available to do the ROTC program if I was able to attend this camp. So it was an opportunity that I saw fit, so I went for it and I got accepted to come to this camp probably like 4 days before it started.
Cadet Moore's approach to balancing her graduate studies with ROTC is also insightful. She's aware of the challenges, but is determined to make it work by leveraging her experiences from both areas. Her future plans include going active duty and working in lab-based roles, aligned with her academic background.
Now let's talk about Cadet Juan Ramirez. He's pursuing a master's in experimental psychology and has had a strong research focus. His decision to join ROTC came later in his academic journey, right during his master's program, and it was influenced by a long-standing interest in the military and a desire to align his career with his academic pursuits.
Yeah, so Cadet Ramirez transitioned from an undergraduate liberal arts college to a larger graduate institution with access to a ROTC program was a pivotal moment. His background in psychology and interests in the military have led him to consider roles in psychology work or research within the Army. His experience at basic camp has already started shaping his leadership style and work ethic.
So Cadet Ramirez's story highlights how ROTC and advanced studies can complement each other. He's found that the discipline and preparation required in ROTC have kind of reinforced his leadership skills and helped him identify areas for growth for him.
I think being at basic camp has definitely kind of changed me a little bit. I think specifically when it comes to discipline, I just feel like this camp especially, one of the things that you need to succeed is to just be more disciplined. And having been a graduate student already and gone through my undergrad, I feel like I've been in positions of leadership before and I kind of know how to manage my time and just be a good leader. But coming here especially, I think it's kind of challenged my perception of that. Where I thought I was a good leader, now I kind of understand some of my shortcomings and what I need to do to be better.
Each of these cadets bring a unique perspective to their dual roles. Cadet Kreutzberger is driven by his love for the environment and family legacy. Cadet Moore is inspired by her parents and is learning to balance her spontaneousness with planning. And Cadet Ramirez is integrating his research interests with the military aspirations.
So it's clear that while each path is different, the commitment to balancing rigorous academic programs with the military training is a common trend. Their stories illustrate the challenges and rewards of pursuing multiple passions and responsibilities.
Absolutely. It's inspiring to see how they're managing these dual commitments and how their experiences are shaping their futures.
So that wraps up our discussion for today. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the journeys of Cadet Kreutzberger, Cadet Moore, and Cadet Ramirez. If you found their stories as inspiring as we did, make sure to check out Army ROTC media pages and stay tuned for more incredible stories.
Thank you for joining us, and remember, no matter where you are in your journey, it's all about finding balance and pursuing your passions. And as always, stay sharp and ready.
Hoorah!